Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both Mikes.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Both Mikes.
Hey folks, Both Mikes is a show about nothing and everything. That is Mike Sofka.
And that is Mike Taylor. And together, we are Both Mikes.
Welcome to show number 130 of Both Mikes, a podcast heard everywhere podcasts can be heard and seen.
Yes.
Yeah. Check us out on iHeartRadio. If you have an Alexa, say, Alexa, play Both Mikes. And guess what? It'll play Both Mikes. You will hear our sterling voices come over the interwebs immediately. Yeah.
Yes, I like it.
So how's things? How is your day going, Mr. Sofka?
Good. Yours?
Pretty good. We're recording a little early, so it's kind of throwing the timer off on things. Just was in the other room, and the kids are taking their baths and screaming and carrying on because they want to watch TV after their bath, and it's time to go to bed after their bath. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, not a happy bunch of minions in the other room right now.
Well, there may not be happy minions, but there's some happy mice. This is according to ScienceAlert.com. Animals have been cloned from freeze-dried skin cells in a scientific first.
Interesting.
The process of freeze-drying really is punching above. It's very lightweight. It makes for delicious chocolate-covered strawberry, gives astronauts expanded food options, and now the technique can be used to store DNA and cell information for cloning purposes. With a success rate as low as 0.2%, freeze-drying of cells still has a long way to go before becoming a standard cloning and storage strategy. But it's really an exciting step. Now, they go on to say, and I'm reading through this thing, this quote killed me. Here, we know that freeze-dried somatic cells can produce healthy, fertile clones, suggesting that this technique may be important for the establishment of alternative, cheaper, and safer liquid nitrogen-free biobanking solutions. Because, they say about the Ted Williams and Disney, and they got their heads and these cryovac things and all this. This is
right.
We're talking about this freeze-drying thing, okay? So I'm looking at this a little further, and it goes on to say, so far, the same team of researchers has experimented with storing freeze-dried sperm in a desk drawer with no temperature control for over a year.
Ew.
Yeah, we had that when I was in school. It was called the desk of the art class in the back corner.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? Are you serious?
So freeze-dried, really? I didn't even think of that.
They've also done it on the International Space Station, okay? For over 5 years, both produced viable offspring, although the success percentage was in the teens.
Well, they said 0.2.
Well, no, on the dried sperm that was in the space station. I want to know how that happens.
Right?
I mean, is the sperm produced in the space station?
Exactly.
Or is it to the space station?
You have to manually manipulate yourself in order to create. Yeah.
Well, they always send a chick up lately. I don't know what's going on at the space station. I'm asking questions. Is there a brothel in space? Or
nice.
What's happening?
Nice. Space porn.
Do you go for the massage? And I mean, how's that work? Now, is that what the Chinese women are doing in space? I mean, I'm asking. Are they walking on your back after they shower you?
Nice. I was wondering if you were going to make the connection.
Well, these were things that I'm thinking about just because I'm a concerned citizen, not because I have any insight on that's what goes on at these places.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's my thing. Freeze-dried, and then you can clone. So remember when we were little? The Taster's Choice coffee in the little glass
jar. My grandmother used to drink it. Yeah, my grandmother used to drink it. I don't know if they still sell that stuff. Like Sanka. Remember Sanka?
Well, that's where I used to drink Tang. Remember Tang? Oh,
yes.
That's what the astronauts drink. That's what they're drinking is. Tang's never been in space. They say
Probably
it has, but it hasn't.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Well, I thought I was an astronaut when I was a kid. Mom, you have to go buy Tang. It worked on me. Did you drink Tang when you were a kid?
Yeah. So at times it wasn't a popular thing, but we've had it.
Living in New Jersey, that was the thing. If you had orange juice, it was frozen by concentrate, and you didn't have orange juice all the time, right?
No, that we always had.
Oh yeah? Okay. Well, I don't remember having
it. It was frozen by concentrate, and she would get the thing as you into the bucket and add the cans of water. Yeah. Yup. It was. I guess it was less expensive that way.
Did you used to drink Quick?
I used to have Carnation Instant Breakfast. That's what I used to have. We had Quick, but
how about Bosco?
Bosco was good stuff. Yeah,
that was the shit, wasn't it?
My other grandmother always had the Bosco.
Now, Bosco is, if you don't know, it's a chocolate syrup if you're from the Northeast, I guess, because in Florida, when we moved to Florida, I couldn't find it.
Makes sense. Well, when you moved to Florida, you couldn't find a lot of things. When I first used to come down here on vacation, you couldn't get like Hostess or Drake's Cakes or Entenmann's. All that was like, you couldn't get like a coffee cake down here. It was weird, because we would come down on vacation, go to the store and get stuff for breakfast, to kind of offset the price.
Maybe because it's so damn hot, not as many people are drinking coffee down in Florida.
Yeah, well,
nowadays it's big business with the
so that myth has gone away. Maybe back in the 80s.
Shots of espresso and stuff.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
It's crazy. I think it's come a long way. It's just, but Bosco was, Bosco was the secret password for George Costanza's bank card.
Really?
Yeah, he used to type in Bosco into the system, with the numbers, but spell out Bosco.
Right. Now,
I don't know why I knew that, but
being a New York TV show, it was a high school in Jersey called Don Bosco. Don Bosco College Prep.
Yes, they're very good in sports. They travel the nation.
Yeah, I was wondering. Well, it's an all-boys school. I wonder. So I wonder if there's any connection there to Don Bosco.
I don't know about that. I just associated it with chocolate milk. That was the drink when I was a kid. That was the go-to thing, chocolate milk. You got to have Bosco. That was like a treat.
Yep. Yeah. I used to have, all through high school, I had Carnation Instant Breakfast and Pop-Tarts. That was my breakfast.
Perfect.
6'3", 137 pounds.
Nice.
On Pop-Tarts and frickin' instant breakfast.
Nice.
And it used to give me gas like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, excellent. Here, start your day off great.
Gas power walk to school.
You crop dust people in the hallway?
Every day.
Nice.
So what else is happening?
In the restaurant business, I used to do that. If I wanted the table to leave, because I needed to turn a table, I farted at the table. And if I wanted them to leave in a hurry, I make sure they heard me.
No shame.
Here, take this with you. Anyway, interestingengineering.com brings me this next one here. A new fusion power station will mimic the sun to provide limitless energy. It's the next technological step after the global ITR fusion experiment. A European consortium, Eurofusion, has taken a step on a long road to commercially viable nuclear fusion. The consortium just announced a 5-year conceptual design phase for a demonstration power plant, DMMO, a press statement reveals. That means nuclear fission scientists are starting design on a European demonstration power station that they feel will finally be able to enable net nuclear fusion energy, the much hyped method to end our reliance on fossil fuels by providing practically limitless energy. I'm calling bullcrap.
So, like nuclear powered cars?
No, the instead of using coal and natural gas to produce electricity, because people that buy the answer to get past the high fuel cost situation that we've created in this country for ourselves is to tell everybody, regardless of their ability, to go out and buy a $70,000 electric car. Not everybody can do that.
Right.
And then there's lines like we saw the last
wait 2 hours online to get it charged up.
The power from the electric companies coming from coal and natural gas, which you're telling me we're going to do without. So they're saying that this system will create energy, and it'll be limitless. It could just produce all this energy. It's like they're going to be like the sun. It can produce a massive amount of energy, and it's free.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be
no
free.
Waste. Yeah.
So this is a collaboration in a partnership with 35 countries, including the EU, China, India, Japan, Russia, and the U.S. Its main aim is to show nuclear fusion is safe and commercially viable. If all goes with the plan, humanity will have harnessed a new way to reliably harvest vast amounts of energy without damaging the planet.
A new way? Haven't there been nuclear reactors for decades?
Yeah, but that's not on the green agenda. Okay. Now, curious. Okay. The EU has just gone back and reformulated their green agenda. See, they went on this green agenda too. Well, a lot of these places stopped getting fuel from Russia because of what's going on. Well, now they're screwed. They got no power. They got nothing. They got no gas. They got nothing. So what they're doing is they're rewriting the green laws, saying, oh, well, we decided that nuclear power and natural gas are now part of the green movement. That's what's happening. They've realized that they were wrong, but instead of saying they're wrong, they're just going to change their rule a little bit for a short amount of time. Here's my deal. This shit ain't going to be free. This is a way to milk money. You know this when so-and-so was in the White House, half black. You know who I'm talking about. When he was in the White House, he said we were going to do all these solar farms and windmills. Well, the windmill costs more money, more energy, and more metal, and leaks more oil than any savings you could ever have from one traditional windmill. Then what's going to happen when the wind stops blowing and the sun starts shining? Ask the people in Southwest Texas who went through that cold storm without power because the grid went down because it depended too heavy in that part, because everybody in Austin knows everything. They went through a storm with no power. So what I'm saying, Mike, is I think this is bullshit. I think it's a way to defer money somewhere where they can continue to pocket it like they always do. They'll build some stuff. It won't work. It won't take off, but they will have gotten paid and won't care. Do you think it's possible to create limitless energy is what I'm saying, Mike? Do you really think it's possible?
Oh, that's what, well, probably not, but, there's just a lot of upkeep with nuclear everything. There's a lot of waste, and the waste that comes from it is not good waste, it's not limitless.
Yeah, I don't see how they can get away with that, but it is what it is. If it was said the other way, these people would be banned. I wouldn't be able to find this information on the internet, and it would be fact checked by some seventh grader in northern Iowa that's got a part-time job helping his mom find fake news on the internet. Have you ever had Cincinnati Skyline Chili, Mike?
No, but you remember you never met him, Stan, my mortgage partner. We had a mortgage business together. Before he was a mortgage guy, he was a general manager for a hotel, and he would move from city to city and find hotels that were not being run properly, and he would go in and revamp the hotel, and it would be, turn it around and make money. Then he'd go on to the next city.
Right.
He lived in 18 cities in 25 years, and one of those cities was Cincinnati. And he always used to tell me about Cincinnati was big on chili. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't picture it. Cincinnati's pretty much on the border of Kentucky, and it's like, all right. And their big thing, their go-to thing is, Florida's oranges and Georgia's peaches. Cincinnati, their thing is chili.
Yeah.
And you can get it, like, you can get smothered and like different kind of ways. There's like 13 different ways to get chili. And, of course, then there's different grades of chili, different kinds of chili, beans, no beans, cheese, with that, crackers, bum, bum, bum. So, yeah, I've actually had, like, real chili for the first time probably 6 months ago or a couple months ago.
Where did you have this real chili?
Well, Brenda, being in the financial banking industry, goes to conferences all the time. And there's one particular vendor that's always there that gives out chili. and all their knickknacks are chili oriented. Their tchotchkes and trade show stuff they give away. They also give away packets of chili mix, like the seasoning.
Yeah.
And she finally made it. Like, we literally have a dozen of these packets from all the times that we run into this vendor. And she made it a couple months ago. She made it, and I was surprised on how good it actually was.
Now, did it have beans or no beans?
This one, she made it without beans.
Because there's a big controversy about that real chili doesn't have beans.
Right.
I don't know if you were aware of that.
Yeah, and there's a chili cook-offs and all kinds of stuff. I know Orlando has a chili cook-off. With
when I was in the restaurant business, and when I was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina, with this restaurant group, we entered a chili contest, and we came in third place out of 25 entries. But
that's not bad.
Yeah, it was a chili that we didn't even offer. I made it just for the event, and then people were coming in wanting the chili. I was like, yeah, no, we don't have that. Fuck out here.
Right.
So this Skyline Chili, they say they first opened a place in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1949.
Wow. After
Nicholas Limbrines moved to the United States. He came from Greece. He's opened a bunch of these. They're opening one in Orlando here real soon. That's why I'm bringing this up.
Cool.
So it's going to be in the Crossings. I think, isn't that place across from the Flamingo Crossings? Isn't that across from that downtown Disney area thing?
Well, believe it or not, I don't think so. That's Dixie Crossroads.
Oh, okay, all right.
And believe it or not, when we were in Disney last time, we were going to go to the Uno's Pizza that was there. We typically like to go there, and we found out it was shut down.
Yeah.
And last week we were talking about the light rail, the Bright Line, whatever that's coming up from Miami, and it's supposed to go by Disney. Now it's not going by Disney.
Really?
Yeah. And now it's stopping at Universal and not stopping at Disney. Disney's like, no, I don't care. So they actually bought up all that land at Dixie Crossroads.
Yeah.
And wiped everything out. It's an empty lot now, part of the Crossroads, where the Taco Bell was and the McDonald's and the
there was a Fridays there.
Yeah. They
there was
wiped
Jungle Gyms there at one time.
Yeah. They wiped out most of that area for what was going to be either a staging area to have the construction done for the new train station, or the new train station was going to go there.
Wow.
And it's no longer going there.
Wonder if this is part of that feud with DeSantis. Wonder if there's any.
I think it has something to do with that
nefarious play there. Like, okay, all right.
The Universal, that new Epic Universe.
Yeah.
Part of the land there butts up to 528.
Yeah.
And Martin Marietta.
Right.
And right by the convention center. So the Universal donated a huge piece of land and a big chunk of cash to have a train station put there.
Nice.
They said, well, if we put a train station there, we have to go in this direction. We can't go in this direction. And if we go this way instead of that way, we can't go by Disney. So now they're not going to go, supposedly not going by Disney. And Disney's like, whatever. We don't care.
Okay.
Yeah. The last thing Disney wants is someone to have an inexpensive way to get from the airport to their property.
Or how about their employees who can't afford to do shit?
Yeah,
how about giving them an opportunity to ride a freaking train from somewhere and get close to their job?
Get to work.
You and I parked on Disney property. That's an MFer right there, man.
Yeah. Yup. So
Skyline Chili has a bunch of these places. They've got a bunch of them. I didn't realize this. They have one in Fort Myers in Florida, Naples, Bradenton, Sunrise, that's here in Miami, and Clearwater. So you've never been to a Skyline Chili, Mike?
Skyline Chili, no. I'm looking it up right now. Skyline.
Their signature dish. Their signature dish is kind of like what you could get at Steak and Shake. You can get spaghetti with chili on the top of it, not meat sauce, but chili. So chili and cheese.
Yeah, let's see.
Of course, you get cheese dog, chili cheese dogs. Heck yeah, man.
Of course, yeah. Chili with cheese on top. Yeah, that was good chili that they had. All right, let's see. Kentucky, boom. Opening in early 2023. Flamingo Crossing. Now to find out where Flamingo's Crossing.
It says it's not far from Disney.
Yeah, I don't know. Flamingo Crossing, Flagler. It's by a Target. Let's get the map open. The map is opening, and it is not on the map. Nice.
It's all right. Hey, I'm going to move on here. This next thing from My Dating Advisor comes through us through OrlandoWeekly.com. I'm going to read this. We don't need to tell you Orlando gets hot. Our little swampy city without those fancy coastal breezes to the east and west is a sweltering puddle of asphalt for much of the year. Still, we're a bit surprised to find Orlando is the sweatiest corner of the United States. Did you know this, Mike? Did you know Orlando was the sweatiest city?
The sweatiest. People who have been to Orlando or are in Orlando haven't been to San Antonio. That's oppressive. When you walk outside and you're like, oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, nothing beats Disney on a hot day behind some European dude who doesn't wear deodorant.
Right.
You'll never forget the smell of that ride ever. That's your memory. So they gave 4 Florida cities made the top 10. Okay.
Wow.
4
Makes
Florida
sense.
cities. There is a Texas town on here. So Mike, name me. There's a top 10. Name me the top 10 cities. I'll give you 30 seconds. You're ready. Go.
Let's go. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Tampa, Orlando, Oklahoma City. I say that one in Texas has got to be Houston or Galveston, same place. Phoenix, Tucson, San Diego, Albuquerque, and El Paso.
All right, you're out of time. Perfect. Okay, so I will tell you that on the list here that I'm looking at, the one given one was Orlando. We talked about that already, okay?
Right.
Let me look at the rest of this list here. You don't have any that I can identify. So here we go.
Wow.
Coming in at second place from Texas, Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. That would,
yes.
I would think Houston would be hotter than Corpus Christi. But
so, yeah, again, this is according to My Dating Advisor through Orlando Weekly. They say on My Dating Advisor, they rank the cities by their average climate, population density, and options to cool down. Orlando topped the list with nearly 100 days of temperatures above 90 degrees and a relative humidity of 78%. Wow. Now, it doesn't give those same numbers for these other cities, but Corpus Christi came in second, followed in third place by somewhere in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, followed by New Orleans and Tallahassee. My buddy who is a Miami Hurricane fan doesn't like the Seminoles. He calls Tallahassee Trailer-Hassee. I think that's pretty funny. Right. So the 4 Florida cities to make the top 10, Tallahassee, okay, Orlando. Cape Coral came in at number 8. And Jacksonville comes in at number 10.
What? Dude, we are consistently 10 degrees cooler than Orlando.
I'm just telling you what they're saying. And I would think because you're on the coast, you're getting the breeze.
Yeah. Right now it says we're 85 degrees, 82 degrees in St. Augustine. Let's go to Miami. Miami's 85. Let's go to Orlando.
Mike, what people don't realize is it's 8:30 at night when we're recording this shit. Nowhere on earth should it still be 85 degrees. So I get it. You know what I mean? It's 8:30 at night, dude.
Actually, Orlando is 80 degrees. So it's cooler in Orlando right now. Well, probably because it rained.
Yeah, it did just blow through a giant storm here. I'm outside Orlando, but not far. Yeah, crazy, dude. I didn't think Orlando would top the list of the sweatiest places in the United States. But there you go. They call it the City Beautiful. Now it's the sweatiest city in the United States.
Nice. Let's see. Park Ridge, New Jersey, where I grew up, 75 degrees.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect balmy weather. I bet you it's like 20% humidity.
Oh, it's partly cloudy.
So check this out at Universal.
Yeah.
We talked about Universal for a few minutes there.
Yeah.
According to OrlandoParkStop.com, a patent from Orlando Universal could create Harry Potter wand battles with real energy beams. Now, remember not long ago we talked about them putting those wands on closeout. I think this is why, because they're coming out with these things.
Yep. That's usually how it works. You know,
they show the patents, they show the drawings, the diagrams of the potential stuff. I'll have it up here and post pictures and videos. It's called the Interactive Energy Effect Attraction. That's what their patent says. So you're going to be able to go and fight with other people with your wand and shoot laser stuff at each other, kind of like a laser tag, I guess.
Interesting.
But it looks, the photos and stuff they show here, you know, computerized images, you know, they show it looks much like the Star Wars thing where it shoots out a beam or a lightning thing, you know, zzz, 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 you know. Right. It's not like a lightsaber, but it actually shoots out something. Now, I've been to laser tag back in the day, and you couldn't really see the laser pointing, you know.
Right.
Sometimes you could see the red laser, the thing you're aiming with, but the laser itself that shot you or that you were shooting someone with, you couldn't see. This is the opposite. It looks like you could see the actual lasers here. So here's my thing.
Interesting.
You think this is a good thing or a bad thing, Mike?
Probably not a good thing, you know. Any kind of energy, you know, shooting, probably not a good thing at all.
I want to know, is it just the thing like these wands will only work in the ride on that attraction, or can you take one of these wands outside and go zap your little brother or sister all day?
Right. Yeah. Is it like a Tesla coil?
Right. Yeah.
You know, can you rig it for it to shoot lightning?
They're saying the user may interact to emit energy towards the show prop. The show prop can include a robotic device, display screen, special effect system, or any combination thereof that produces a special effect audibly, haptically, visually, and otherwise. It's going to be a new Harry Potter thing here is what it's going to be.
Right. Yeah, no, it can't be good news, you know.
You kids not Harry Potter age yet, right?
No. Believe it or not, like all the Harry Potter movies were on like TBS a week or two ago. So I recorded all of them, so they're on the DVR.
Yeah.
But, you know, each one is like 3 hours long if you take out the commercials.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You know? And I don't know. I've always wanted to see all of them because I've never seen any of them. And, you know, just for shits and giggles. But I don't know. That's a lot of time to put in, you know. Once I get into bed, that's probably when I would watch it. And once I'm in bed, do I have 3 hours to watch anything? No.
So this goes on to say the patent describes how each user could have a different color energy beam, and the beams would stop at the center of a piece of glass in between the players. As the battle continues, whoever is doing better will see their beams grow longer, and their beams and their opponents' beams will shrink and get smaller and smaller, much like George Costanza coming out of the shower that time, and he got embarrassed. It's like a magical tug of war, they're saying. So
yeah.
This is going to be interesting. I'm going to have to look out for this.
It has something to do with a piece of glass between the players?
The visible energy emission effect could be plasma bolts or other visible energy effects such as light beams, electric effects, lighting effects, media projection effects, augmented reality effects, pyrotechnics, vapor effects, and any combination thereof.
Yeah. So it's probably a smoke and mirrors thing that you can only do on a particular ride or a particular event there at Universal.
Well, there is that ride at Universal on the Men in Black, and there is a portion of that ride on the Men in Black where the car turns and you're facing another car and you're shooting at each other. So I thought it might be something like that, but without the car. I don't know, man. It's amazing to me that. Thankful we live here because I can zip over and do stuff. I do have a pass for Universal. I can go anytime I want, but I was excited because they brought back the concert series, the Mardi Gras concert series. They usually have a summer concert series. Nope.
No.
So I don't know.
I only knew they had the Mardi Gras one.
Yeah, no, they had summer concert series is huge too. So just about every weekend on a Friday, Saturday, and or Sunday, you could see somebody. Now granted, half the shit was stuff I wouldn't even look at.
Right.
If I was at a festival, I might look at something, but I'm not going to go to Universal, park the car. No, I'm not doing all that. Standing in a car. No, it's too damn hot for that shit.
Yeah, I saw Taylor Hicks at their concert series.
There you go. See?
Yeah. So it's nobody that's anything.
Now I think this guy here may qualify for get off my lawn, but not really. It's a sick get off my lawn. Okay. Check this out. A worker was killed after a car falls on him at a vehicle repair shop in Orange County.
Yeah, that's rough.
Fatal incident occurred at J&J Automotive in Orlando. According to investigators, the incident occurred at the repair shop located at 1455 West Land Street Road, number 514. Deputies say they responded to a man in his 60s who had a car fall on him. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. This is the second fatal accident in as many days involving workers in Orange County. Comes after a man fell to his death, a guy in his 30s, while working on the roof at the Arium Greenview Apartments a day prior. Crazy, dude.
I've never trusted lifts like that. It's strange how like something hydraulic or something mechanical can like lift up a car and then you get underneath the car and just start working on it. When I worked at a transmission shop in the late 80s, I was a transmission installer, and
so you worked on trannies?
I worked on trannies. So yeah, it was a metal rack on each side. You put the shoes underneath the car. And
did you ever meet RuPaul?
No. But it's just. And it lifts this car up, and you trust it. You just get under the car like nothing's wrong, and there's a 2,000, 3,000 pound car on top of you, and you're moving this car and you're shaking this car, and it stays. It's amazing that it doesn't happen more often.
Did you ever run into Tim Curry of Rocky Horror fame when you were working on trannies?
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
Just checking. So check this out. An Apopka police officer charged with DUI in his marked cruiser. I knew you'd enjoy this one, Mike.
I heard the story, but I didn't know he was in his freaking police car.
Dude was in uniform. Dude was on his way to work, man.
Wow. On his way to work?
Yeah, an Apopka officer charged with DUI blew over the legal limit and had an open beer can in his patrol car.
What?
A uniformed Apopka police officer arrested in his marked cruiser on Monday. It's according to MyNews13.com. He was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence, had a blood alcohol level over the legal limit in 2 separate breath tests, according to the Eustis Police Department.
Wow.
The Apopka officer was identified as Oscar Mariega, a 5-year member of the department assigned to the Uniform Patrol Division. Apopka Police Department spokeswoman Sergeant Kim Walsh confirmed Marger was scheduled to work that night. Mayorga was stopped by the Eustis Police Department after 6 p.m. following a report of a reckless vehicle on U.S. Highway 441, according to police. Mayorga did not initially pull over when contacted by the Eustis officer, who, according to reports, said he wanted to check on the well-being of the driver. However, Mayorga finally stopped when the officer turned on his emergency lights and siren. The Eustis officer made the initial stop and said he observed an open beer can in the vehicle's center cup holder. Margaret Initial told responding officers that he was on his way to work and he had not consumed any alcohol. However, Mayorga did say he had taken 3 Benadryl pills earlier. That the report stated when he asked why he would take a Benadryl right before work, he could not answer.
Well, that's the answer you're supposed to give. That's why.
One of the officers asked if he needed medical attention, according to the report. Mayorga said he was prone to having seizures and complained of chest pains while hitting his chest. When asked to step out of the vehicle, the officers reported Mayorga as having a hard time keeping his balance and almost fell over several times. Due to his state,
Wow.
the officers called the Lake County EMS to respond and disarmed him of his weapons. Once the EMS arrived, Marger refused to transport to hospital, but told the first responder that he had consumed 3 tall boys of beer a few hours earlier.
That's it? 3 tall boys and he's on his face?
And 3 Benadryl.
Yeah. Well,
So
three means 9.
He blew over at least twice the legal limit, registering blood alcohol levels of 0.385 and 0.391.
Damn.
An officer asked about his work policy regarding consuming alcohol prior to working. Marger said he stated his policy is supposed to have 6 hours between drinking and going to work. He was later transported to the Lake County Jail.
Wow.
There's still an investigation. He's currently suspended on administrative leave. He was initially placed on administrative leave with pay. Now he's suspended without pay.
Wow.
So here's my question. If you get pulled over for DUI, just call the cops and say your cop has, he's driving under the influence. You need a DUI team out there to evaluate him while he evaluates you.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't be a cop. I'd be toast within a week from bashing someone's skull in.
Yeah, I have.
Stupid.
Yeah, I don't. I have a certain level of expectation and limitation, and my patience, as I am much older and wiser, has grown extremely thin. But at the same time, I get it, But yeah, this is a situation where you could possibly get killed, So
Right.
I think about your son when I see stuff like this, and I wonder. I don't think he'd be the guy drinking the beer, but I wonder how he'd handle that guy, a fellow cop,
Right.
albeit
Exactly.
from a different town, but in your town, in uniform, in his patrol car,
Yep. Yeah.
drinking beers, popping Benadryls.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure the guy, the Apopka cop, was probably thinking that there'd be some kind of
Yeah, a little buddy, a little professional
brotherly
courtesy.
kinship.
Yeah.
professional courtesy, right? Yeah. Or, that it would let him slide. But no. Yeah. Unbelievable. Only in Apopka.
Yeah, but that's the furthest thing from my mind is that a cop's drinking 3 tall boys on his way to work.
Right. With a open container in the car on his way to work.
I'm not gonna throw stones. I've been guilty of doing shit like that, but never on my way to work, dude. On the way home from work,
Yeah.
but never on my way to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other mood modifying substances now. That's a different story. Anyway, new Amazon Prime perk.
Uh-oh.
Had to get free Grubhub plus food delivery for 1 year through your Amazon Prime. Do you use any food service delivery or do you order takeout?
No. Well, we don't order like on like a DoorDash or anything. We'll order and pick up when we get there.
Mm-hmm. Well, the reason why I'm suggesting that is if you're an Amazon Prime member, there's specific instructions. I'll leave the link. This is according to cnet.com. There's a specific way you do this. You're an Amazon Prime subscriber, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's a way you can do it. You sign up and you get Grubhub food delivery for 1 year. There's no charge. There's no upcharge. There's no promotion. It's nothing.
Cool.
So
That might be worth it.
According to CNET, Amazon is offering a new perk for customers through an exclusive deal with Grubhub beginning Wednesday. That was yesterday. Prime members in the U.S. can sign up for a free 1-year membership to Grubhub Plus, the food delivery company, announced in a press release. The promotion arrives just ahead of the Prime Day 2022, which takes place July 12th through 13th. With the Grubhub Plus membership, you can order from participating restaurants without paying delivery fees. And you get other benefits such as free food and special discounts. The catch? The orders must be at least $12 before taxes and fees.
I think that's easy.
Well, the reason why they're doing this is on Wednesday, Amazon acquired a 2% stake in Grubhub's parent company, JustEatTakeaway.com. As part of the agreement, the e-commerce giant is providing free access to the meal delivery service, which is available in over 4,000 cities and 300,000 plus restaurants across the country. So there's a specific way you have to sign up for it, even though you have Prime and you qualify. So check with your Prime account or look at the post here that I put up on the socials. So will you, now that you know that, Mike, do you think you would give that a try now that you're not paying for delivery?
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm always wary of that though, dude. I'm always wary of people bringing me food, even if it's in the restaurant.
Yeah.
I can't believe you talked like shit to our waiter. We haven't even got our food yet. Yeah, we're in trouble. We might as well ask for the check and fucking go.
Right. Yeah. I'll tell you though, man. Back in the infancy of the internet in the Disney area, somebody started I think they started Shipt, SHIPT. I think that started at the Disney area. Somebody came up with the idea of all these Disney Vacation Club people having these kitchens and stuff and having no access to food. They have to, either take a taxi or find a way to get to a supermarket. Yeah. And they started a delivery service for food. And I was like, how lucrative can that be? It seems like a good idea, but is there enough business? And if there is enough business, would you have to hire somebody else to do it? And I couldn't see the good profit in doing it, because I was in a position where I was looking for something to do, and I was like, no, not a good idea. Oops. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of those. I know what those are.
Again.
Yeah. So there's the 10 best early Amazon Prime Day 2022 deals to shop right now.
Okay.
You can get 4 months of Amazon Music Unlimited for free, which is a $35 savings. You can get 3 months of Audible Premium Plus for free, save $44.
Cool.
You can get Blink Mini Indoor Security camera for $29.99, saving $35. Do you have a Ring at your house or security cameras or anything like that?
We have Safe Touch, which has like a Ring doorbell and the thermostat, and then we have the cameras. We have 4 cameras outside, and
but none inside, like not in your living room or anything.
No. Nope. Yeah, and we pay too much
now,
for it.
Did they come out and install that stuff, or did you do it, or was it on the house?
No. The house was wired, but we had Safe Touch come out and wire all the doors, make sure it's all good, and they had to do a converter of some sort to go from the old system to the new system, because the new system was by cell phone, but not our cell phone, and we put a new panel on the wall, and it's one of those two-way communicators that if the alarm goes off, they talk to you through the panel, and which is good, because it's if something is wrong and they call the police, it's not a alarm going off. It is a known issue that's happening at the house. So the police respond quicker. It's considered like a level 4 instead of a level 1 or the opposite, something like that. But yeah, we got all the buzzers and whistles and camera on each side, camera in the back, camera in the front. So
we just have we have that Smith & Wesson security here at the Mike Sofka compound.
That's the compound.
Yeah, we did you know I'm like a couple miles away from the Sausage Castle? Did I ever tell you that?
I forgot that the Sausage Castle is in the township.
Yeah. It's only like a mile or 2 away. As a matter of fact, when they start shooting off guns, I can hear them. But I do want to take this moment to remind everybody to check out the new stuff with Blue Crystal and Phoenix. She's an alien. She's an extraterrestrial. She acts like she's normal human being. So, but I did another interview with her. So check it out on the YouTube, on the socials. Check it out. As a matter of fact, I can kind of feel her presence, as we speak. It's almost like she's right here with me. So check out the video of Blue Crystal and Phoenix. And anyway, it was UFO Day recently. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Walmart's having an early Amazon Prime Day sale. Best Buy's having an early Amazon Prime Day sale. Lowe's, Samsung, Target. So everybody's having a sale, and they're trying to piggyback on this, which I think is a good thing. Hey, why not? It's like a Christmas in July thing.
Right.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. Never paid
and it doesn't
price.
look like some of this stuff is like fake sale. You ever go to the grocery store and it's like, buy
God.
1, get 5 free, but it's 5 times the price, and you're like, well, just tell me how much it is, dude.
Winn Dixie is notorious for it.
Yeah.
It's the only circular we get in the mail is Winn Dixie, And I look at it, and they have good like Friday, Saturday, Sunday sale, weekend only, but like most of their BOGOs, like, okay, why is this almost twice the price and now buy one get one? It's ridiculous. I'm not stupid.
Right. I like in the small print. They're like, right now you get buy one get one ribeye steaks.
Yeah.
$17.99 a pound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was it really buy one get one?
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm paying the normal $9 a pound or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like,
well, the thing
just
is,
tell
like,
me it's $9 a pound.
Yeah. It's like bacon, buy one get one free, and it says save $7.99. Like, what?
Okay.
Who pays $7.99 for a thing of bacon?
You will, because you're gonna get one free. Okay,
Yeah.
so now you're paying $4. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I do buy some bacon at Winn Dixie. It's a deal, dude. I'll tell you. If you're not, like the only way I can describe it is you're getting 3 times the bacon for the price because it's ends and pieces. Like it's some that aren't cut right, some that are small, some that are big, some that are super thick. It's all the shit that didn't go right, so it can fit nice and neatly in that perfectly sliced package that you
Right.
Comes in a 3-pound package and it's like $7.99.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I love that shit because it don't have to be pretty for me.
And bacon, that's on your diet, right?
Absolutely. I love bacon, dude. You know, I cooked up something, had bacon the other day. I cooked up the vegetables I cooked. I had Brussels sprouts and I had bacon in with the Brussels sprouts. Then I had fried okra and I fried it in bacon grease. And then I had, what else did I have? I had bacon on something else too. I forget, but yeah, no, I like me some bacon, dude.
Oh, bacon's the best. But yeah.
You ever been to a bacon festival?
No.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing?
There's a bacon and beer festival coming up somewhere, and I want to go, even though I don't drink back in the day, Did you ever go to one of those beer festivals?
We went to the Riverside Beer Festival a couple months back.
Back in the day, I used to call that amateur hour. Universal used to host them in City Walk, and you'd walk in, and the first thing you'd see when you walked into City Walk was guys on the side.
Some frat boy. Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, really? You paid $100 to puke at Universal? Well, it's free beer. No, you paid $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, those days are gone. Sure.
Now, we went to a beer fest it was like Beertoberfest on Church Street.
Yeah.
And went with a girlfriend that I had, and you've met this girlfriend, and we went and we had limited resources, and we were drinking Miller Lite, and the Miller Lite tent, there was a stage, and it was a band performing, and the Miller Lite tent was like all the way down by Orange Ave, and we were like, the stage was by the railroad tracks. So the first time I went to go get beers, I went through the crowd down the street and got some beers and came back. And then the second time I went, I realized that the street, along the curb were all these tents with different breweries and places like that. And that if I went on the sidewalk and behind the tents, I could walk all the way down to Orange Ave and not have to fight the crowd.
Yeah, right.
Well, when I went down and got my beers, I noticed that there was the back stock area was on the sidewalk. And I went down and got my 2 Miller Lights, and on the way back, I walked along.
Grabbed 6 more.
I walked along the back of the full service bar where they had all their bottles of Absolute and Bacardi and Beefeater all there. And I grabbed the bottle of Smirnoff, put it under my arm, and walked back to my girlfriend, gave her the beer, gave her the fifth of vodka.
Perfect.
And she's like, "Where did this come from?"
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So we were drinking the beer, we were drinking the vodka straight, and we were handing out shots to everybody.
Sure.
And there was a guy on the other side of the stage who was like an ego ramp. The stage that had a little ramp where the performers came out on, and on the other side of the ramp was a guy who was just having a great time. So we poured him a big shot of vodka, and we said, "Hey, give it to that guy right there with the blonde hair." And everybody passed it down, like, "Hey, that's for you." And he took it and he poured it over his head, and it went into his eyes.
Oh my God.
Don't pour vodka into your eyes. I highly recommend that you don't do that. He instantly started screaming and ran into like Antigua or Chili, Chillers, those bars over there, to run into the bathroom to wash the vodka out of his eyes.
All right. So when he took you to court, how'd you plead?
I plead
because I know that didn't go unpunished. You're trying to give somebody a shot. And they,
No, I don't know if he even came back, but it was different. It was different. But yeah, I stole a fifth of Absolute or Smirnoff or something like that off the back of this table, and no one batted an eye. I just walked over with this bottle into my arm and started drinking out in public with this bottle under my arm. So
do you ever use? Go ahead.
No, so be it. Got lucky, I guess.
Did you ever use TikTok, Mike?
TikTok? No. I've just watched some of the TikTok videos that show up on Facebook, but that's about it.
Yeah, stay away from that, of course, because it's owned by the Chinese government. But it's come to light that this is a real deal as far as, they know. And it was outlawed. TikTok was outlawed, but somebody else came in to be the resident, and they've, let their Chinese buddies in. And did you know that if you open a TikTok video, Mike, even if it's on Facebook, if you look at it, they have all your information.
Yeah.
Even though you're not on TikTok.
You've mentioned this in the past.
Yeah, dude. So I'm mentioning this because two senators, one Democrat and one Republican, Mark Warner and Marco Rubio, the chair and vice chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee, respectively, wrote to FTC Chair Lina Khan to request it look into the social media platform TikTok and its Chinese-based parent company ByteDance. A letter comes in wake of a BuzzFeed news report that referenced leaked audio recordings showing ByteDance employees repeatedly accessing U.S. user data on the app. So this is a real thing. So, yeah, we will never be on TikTok. You will never find us on TikTok. Promise you. All right. So this is one more thing here. I want to make sure that everybody knows where you can get free food. Free Subway subs are being given out next week. Here's how to score yours. This is according to mlive.com. Hungry Subway fans will be able to grab a free 6-inch sandwich next week as part of the national restaurant chain's latest promotion, according to a press release from the company on Tuesday, July 12th. From 10 a.m. to noon local time, customers who visit participating locations will be able to receive one free sandwich from the company's new Subway series lines of sandwiches. This includes the Philly, the Outlaw, those are the cheesesteaks, or the Monster, the Supreme Meats, the Bella Mosa, the Boss, those are Italianos, and then the chicken choices are Mexicali, Greek Garlic, and the Champ, and the clubs are the All-American Club, Subway Club, and Turkey Cali Club. So, yeah, go get you some free Subway, dude, from 10 to 12 on Tuesday the 12th.
They've sunk that low that they're now giving their food away?
Buddy, you know what? I'll take a free sub.
Ever since that whole Jared child touching thing went down, I think I've eaten at Subway one time.
Well, the problem with their sandwiches, outside of them recently being sued because their footlongs weren't really a footlong, somebody measured them and took them to court. This is a thing where they use mostly all their meat is turkey based. I don't know if you know that.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time I went to Subway, they were alongside a 7-Eleven in 1985 in Austin, Texas on, I think Riverside Drive.
And you said Subway, that'll never take off.
Yeah. And it was
7-Eleven, that'll go nowhere.
Right. What time did they open? It was awesome. They cut their bread in a certain way that made like a little canoe, and they put the meat in there, and it was granted the only thing I get on a sub is lettuce and vinegar.
Extra tomatoes.
I don't get tomatoes, onions, peppers, none of that stuff. Just
Pickles.
lettuce. Just lettuce, bro. And it was good. It was full of meat, and it was good. And now it's like paper thin and all bread. And yeah, I remember in the later 80s, because the Subway was in Austin, Texas. In New York, New Jersey, there were no Subways. When they finally moved into New York, New Jersey area, you could start a Subway franchise for $13,000.
That's amazing.
13 grand. And
Do you have a sub shop you like better, or do you not go to sub shops? Or I haven't been in a while. But
last night we actually went to Jersey Mike's.
That's my favorite right there, dude.
Yeah.
I like some Jersey Mike's. What'd you have?
Number 13.
I don't know what that is. I don't know it that well.
Number 13 is the Italian, the straight, normal Italian sub.
You know what?
Lettuce
now, when you went there, they sliced up the meat to order, right?
Right in front of you. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the way places used to be. That's the sub experience I had when I was a kid.
Yep.
You went to the sub place and you want roast beef? They take the thing of roast beef, boom, they slice it up. You want tomatoes? Wham, 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 wham. They slice up a tomato.
Yep. Yeah, there's a deli, a New York deli on 192 down by like Michigan, where I used to live, and used to go there every other Friday when it was payday. I used to go there every other Friday and get a foot-long Italian hoagie, and they did it right. The meat was stacked on there. You took a bite and you actually tasted the meat and the toppings, not just bread like Subway. But yeah, they're hard. They're still there.
There goes that sponsor.
12 years later, I actually was looking on the Google, and they're still there. Paul's Deli's still there. But Jersey Mike's.
Places like that are always going to be there, dude. I mean, they're gonna. There's a place I'm dying to try in the market here, La Spada's. You ever been there?
I've heard of La Spada's.
Yeah, you probably heard them on the 104, the Monsters, the whatchamacallit,
Jim Colbert Show,
Tom and Dan or whatever. But yeah, they have a couple places. I'm dying to get one of their sandwiches. I haven't had the opportunity, but any place like that, just the not chain restaurant sandwich places, dude. I can't do it, dude. I can't.
Yeah, even though Jersey Mike's is pretty good, but I was interested. Like on the wall, they had this big mural, and it says Point Pleasant, 1956.
Yeah, right.
Point Pleasant is New Jersey, and then they have a picture of the beach, and they have people on the beach with the umbrellas. Then they had this blue, crystal clear water.
Yeah, that ain't New Jersey.
I'm like, what part of Jersey is this, where the you can actually see the bottom of the ocean? Yeah, no hypodermic needles going by. No, it ain't. It's not Jersey.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yep.
Dude, we're almost out of time here, dude.
Whoa.
Almost. We got 3 minutes here, so I think we had a good show. 130. We had 129, 130. I can't believe we're at 130, dude.
Right?
130. Crazy. So I am going to have some new stuff coming up, some new shows coming up on Mike Sopler Broadcast Media. Ooh. We have a show with Donna Marini, just Donna coming up. And then we have a show. Well, I've had 5 shows with the alien here. I'm thinking about producing our own show. What do you think, Mike? You think that takes off? You think it's a good thing, or you think it's a waste of time?
It's a niche. It's definitely a niche. Yeah,
I'd say ride the pony till it bucks you off, and then when it bucks you off, you go get another one. Yeah,
when she, yeah.
Here's the deal. I think she speaks okay. I think she believes what she's saying, and I tend to believe in people who are confident in their own reality, So I'm willing to accept what she says, and what she said, I've seen some validity in, and I've seen other people validating what she has said. So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. You want to know what we're talking about? There's 5 interviews. They're half hour each. 5 interviews with an actual alien, a person who claims that they are an alien. So you got to check it out. Check it out on the YouTube channel. Check it out on Facebook. Check it out on our website, bothmikes.com. Want to give a shout out to my man Dustin Levine over at the Melon Patch Theater in Leesburg. Go see some community theater, buy some advertising, donate some money. Check out my friend Gino Losi, put you on the Monster Fish here in Florida. Look him up on the socials, GINOLOSI. And check out my friend Night Fan Stan for all your printing needs anywhere in Central Florida. Mike, any shout out to anybody?
Hi, Mom.
There you go. Hey, it's been awesome. It's been fun. Hasn't been real fun. No, it's been real fun. I think we had a good show.
Sure.
Good feeling. Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right, guys. We will see you at 131, and I'll see you on those other shows we talked about here. We'll talk to you next time.
Take care, folks. Ciao.